Hello, I'm Gory B Movie, and today we're just gonna do a live trailer reaction to the new Scream 6 trailer that, because I'm out of the loop, I just noticed dropped. So I'm gonna do that. We're also, just gonna talk about horror, whatever you guys have been watching, some things that I've been watching, some things that I'm looking forward to, whatever. So let's see if anyone's even here. Maybe not. I just seen you, says Zigma. Yeah, I was just over on Horror Addicts. See, originally I was going to be on a friend's stream today, but they canceled and I got all pretty. So, might as well do another stream. I got my cat. My dogs and Danny have gone to go eat tacos at my father-in-law's house. Now you might be saying, Gory, why didn't you go eat tacos? Because I already had dinner and I cannot eat anymore. Plus, I made this giant, truly giant cup of PG tips here. So I think I am all set. We got the Lion Queen here. What up? Lion Queen is in the gory hole. Okay, I'm going to go. And you want tacos? Who doesn't want tacos? I'm going to go and find the link for this Scream trailer. Obviously, I can't show it on the stream because YouTube gets upset with the copyright. But I will give you the link to the one I'm going to watch. So we need the Scream 6 trailer 2. Zigma, go get yourself some tacos, dude. Or get yourself a giant cup of PG tips. PG tips. I don't want tacos. I already had chicken today. Hey, I am the Ice Lords here. What is happening? I like these kind of streams because I can actually hang out and chat with you guys a little bit more. So I think we're gonna have fun. So I found. Oh no! Don't you start playing. I'm gonna go ahead and. Are you guys gonna ditch me for tacos? Seriously? Go ahead. You know what? I am madly in support of tacos. If you guys need to ditch me for tacos, that's okay. Kevin's here. Kevin will keep me company. I'm gonna go to the chat. Here is the link to the Scream 6 trailer that I'm about ready to watch. So you can watch along with me if you haven't seen it. Now, normally, I'm kind of breaking my own rule here. Normally, I do not watch the second trailer of something that I'm really excited about because these days trailers show too much. Sometimes even the first trailer shows too much. I just saw the trailer for Missing, and I feel like I've seen the entire movie now. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm really stoked about this movie, so I'm gonna watch the trailer. I'm gonna watch it with you guys. Hey, Now It's Dark is here. What's up? All right, I'm gonna put these headphones in. Kevin, you already got tacos? Kevin is living his best life. Absolutely. Okay, I got the trailer. No, I don't. That's not the trailer. The trailer. Brother of a Certain Age is here. Awesome to see you. I just saw Brother of a Certain Age the other day on somebody else's stream. I can't remember off the top of my head. And Cal L's here. We got good people. All right, guys. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. We're going to watch the Scream 6 trailer too. I cannot promise anything because I haven't seen this yet. This is just going to be my live reaction. If I hate it, I might just go full rage, or I might just be so overjoyed that I start dancing around. I mean, you never really know. It's a live trailer reaction. Anything can happen. All right, I'm going to give you, we're going to play on go. So count to 3 and then go. I think that made sense. 1, 2, 3, and go! Ghostface. Oh, I know her. Oh, there's so much stuff happening. Because they're doing that where they show you stuff before it starts. I see what you're doing. It's Halloween. Movie theater, just like in Scream 2. Ah! Is that Samara Weaving? Was she dressed like she wasn't ready or not? Is that a bunch of ghost faces? A plethora of ghost face? Kirby! Oh, I love Kirby. Oh, I know that girl. I don't know where I know her from. Samara Weaving! Ghostface has a gun! What? Courtney Cox! That's the stab movie, Stab 8. Trick or treat. Motherfucker. I shouldn't say that on YouTube. I've seen this part. Oh, Mindy's gonna bite it. Mindy's gonna bite it for sure. Oh. All right, I'm gonna go back. I feel like I saw. Right? I don't know. You know, I'm gonna talk to you guys. Bum ba dum bum. That was crazy. Okay. Okay. So we have just watched the Scream 6 trailer together, guys. We have indeed. Let me see what I missed with you guys while I was watching that. Dun, dun, dun. I did not like Scream 5. Watched 20 minutes of it. You know, unpopular opinion, because I know a lot of people love it. I'm so happy it did well, because I'm always happy when horror does well. I liked it. I liked the other ones more, so it is my least favorite. But I mean, it's a strong franchise, and when I say least favorite, that still means, you know, I'd give it like 3.5 stars. I liked it. I just liked the other ones more. I'm here for the Godzilla chat. Is there a new Godzilla movie? Guys, I am so out of the loop. Mr. Flickster. Yes, I do have a white and orange cat. I've told you I have a cheetah many times. This is Kirby. Kirby, my sweet ginger prince. He's taking a bath right now. Guys, this is a racy stream. My cat's taking a bath in the background. This could get taken down from YouTube, so you're welcome. That's a concept one? What? What? Nuh-uh, that's a trick. Are you guys kidding me? I watched the wrong trailer? Then that's probably why it did look like Ready or Not. Dang it. See how out of the loop I am? Okay. We gotta. Okay, I'm gonna Scream 6 official trailer. Okay. I'm gonna do it right this time. Now I'm annoyed. Official trailer. Damn it, it does say concept trailer. So where's this new trailer at? Is there a new one out? I heard there was a new one. Okay. Official teaser. It was Ready or Not? Oh my god! That is so funny. Okay, guys, let me know. Was there a new Scream 6 trailer? Because I was watching somebody else's stream, and I swear they told me there. Oh no, I was looking at my feed, and a lot of people said they had just seen it. It's supposed to come out on Thursday the 19th, so maybe they were talking about it. All right, all right. Okay, well, now I'm so confused, because, like, a lot of those things aren't going to happen. Wow. It was fun to live in that world for a little bit. Hey, Maverick Media's here. What is happening? My cat is stealing the scene. My cat's ridiculously good looking. He's my sweet ginger prince. PG Tips is so good. All right, so let's talk about, since obviously I don't have a new trailer, I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail of this. No new trailer. I got bootlegged info. I won't say who. I saw someone's thumbnail where they said they were talking about the new trailer. I think I misunderstood, and they're probably talking about the upcoming trailer. But I will not throw them under the bus. That is not the gory way. That is not the way. I hear my child and my husband. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go see what he's doing. Hey, Danny, wanna talk about Scream 6? Me? Get a chair. Well, if you want to talk about Scream 6, guess what? I'm live. So you know what I just did? Just close the door. You can. Yeah, so I thought there was a new trailer, and I did a live trailer reaction. It's a concept trailer. It was cool, but it's all fake.
Bullshit.
I got bullshitted. I got bullshit at it. I got like April Fool's in January.
So there was no trailer.
Yeah, I made a thumbnail and everything. It doesn't come out till Thursday. But I'm going to talk about what I expect to see in Scream 6 if you'd like to join me. Go grab yourself a chair. Hey guys, look, surprise Danny. This stream is full of all the surprises. You thought there was going to be a trailer? You thought it was just going to be me? All the wrong. Look how surprised Kirby is. Everybody's surprised. Okay. Hey, Jason Evans, nice to see you here. We got lots of cool people in the chat today. Bullshit artists. Cat shit, lion shit, turtle shit. Craven pulled one over on you. It actually wasn't Craven that I got, and they didn't tell me this. I just saw a thumbnail. This is what I get for looking at my feed. So I have some theories. I mean, not necessarily theories. I have like a wish list. So I've been saying this for a while now because Kirby's in it. Some people think Kirby's going to die in the beginning. This is what I'd like to see happen. I would like to see Kirby get attacked in the beginning and then them change it up by Kirby actually killing the ghost face that attacks her. Whoa, where are you going? Did you guys see that? That's crazy. I want Kirby to actually kill the ghost face, and then because she's survived this before, she knows there's always more than one of them. She knows Gale's in... Now the cat is giving the dog a bath. She knows Gale is in New York. So, and she also knows that the group of people who survived the last Ghostface incident is in New York. So she has every reason to go to New York and tell them, hey, there's another Ghostface. We need to pull together and figure out who they are, where they are, what they're going to do next. I think that would be a great, great opening. I really hope we see that. I really hope they don't kill Kirby off because I think Kirby, you know, I'm sad Sydney's on it, not in this movie, but I feel like her story has been told. I think we can do a lot with Kirby's character. So it would be a huge mistake to kill her off, I think. Samara Weaving is in this. People also think that because she's a big name, she might be killed off. That's possible. I kind of think either Samara Weaving or Delmont Mulroney are going to be one of the killers, just because oftentimes when they add a big name to the cast, they're the killer. You know, we saw that with Jack Quaid in the last one. Hey, no, Slasher in Suits, it didn't come out. I got duped. Anyway, so now we're just going to talk about my Scream 6 theories, I guess. Yeah, that's a cat butt. He's waiting for Danny to get here. So that's my theory. What do you guys think? Cal thinks it's a cool idea. I think it would be really cool. Look at this giant cup of PG Tips I have.
Not brisk, baby.
It's not brisk because I have taste in tea. Tea. You're going to run my cat over.
Are you questioning Danny DeVito's taste in tea?
I am actually questioning Danny DeVito's taste in tea. I question anybody who's not British's taste in tea. Anyway, so I told them my hopes, I guess, for the opening. I think I want it to be Kirby. I want her to kill the ghost face and then have her go, huh? No, honey, the character Kirby.
Oh, Kirby. She's
should
cool.
let the
Isn't
Kirby...
she dead?
Bruh, you are so behind the times. Let the cat out, dude, or he's gonna go, like, freak out. So many things. PG Tips is what's up, okay? None of that Yorkshire nonsense.
Lipton, baby.
Don't trust these people from Sheffield. They don't know what's up. They don't know what's up. You need a good Suffolk girl to tell you what's up.
But Lipton comes from Leeds. Leeds is the best place.
Danny DeVito was a creepy penguin. I don't know anything these days.
Yeah, he was
So,
penguin, remember?
Here's my theories.
Batman Returns.
Bruh, pay attention.
You're the one who brought him
Leave
up.
your ADD at the door, son.
You're the one who brought up Penguin Danny DeVito.
Yeah, you always get distracted when I mention Danny DeVito. Anyway,
great.
so I just went through it, and I'm not going to go it again just for you because you know what? They already heard it. So my other thought is, so did you know Samara Weaving from Ready or Not's in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Delmont Maroney is?
No.
Well, he is.
Okay.
He's going to be a cop.
Cool.
So I think one of them is going to be one of the killers because it's going to be like the Jack Quaid thing.
Are Weaving probably.
Dude, and she usually plays really good killers. Also, let's talk about the masks. So the mask is all
She also plays great Final Girls, so if they want to go that direction, I'm for it as well.
it's not gonna happen. They already have Final Girls.
I know, that's what I'm just saying. She does play great.
She does, but
She also plays great Psycho Babysitter.
everything coming out of your mouth is wrong right now. Wrong.
Also amazing Harley Quinn.
Anyway, I'm talking about the mask now.
Mhm.
So check it out. So the mask is all worn, and Craven told me that it's going to be in some kind of museum for serial killers, and that this killer is going to somehow acquire the mask, which I guess is the one that was worn by Billy and or Stu. And then they're going after people somehow related to the original. Now, a lot of people think that they're essentially cleaning up loose ends by going after the survivors.
Possibly.
I have another theory on that. Would you like to hear it? Guess what? You're going to hear it anyway.
And that's a horror theory.
Oh, yeah, there is that show. Anyway, so here's my thought. So they mentioned the book Wrongly Accused, which is the book Gail Weathers wrote about how Cotton Weary was wrongly accused. He didn't actually kill Maureen Prescott. Why am I doing this voice? Anyway, he didn't actually kill her. He was wrongly accused. So my thought is that whoever is organizing this coterie of ghost faces, you know, we need to find a word for multiple ghost faces. A chuckle of ghost faces. No, that's Chucky's. A chuckle. What's up? Zigma asked Mummy B Movie what the word is for a collection of ghost faces. Anyway, my thought is that whoever the killer is, they believe that the ghost faces who have been killed were killed wrongly. That what they were doing was the right thing. That the people who were killed should have been killed. They were the bad guys. The ghost faces were doing what was right. That's what I think.
Cult of Stew?
That's not even close to what I just said.
But I mean, why else would they think that?
I don't necessarily just mean Stu. Yeah, Stu would be a part of that. So they would say that, Stu was doing the right thing. He was getting rid of, people who need to be gotten rid of. But that's also Jill. That's also, every single one of them who have been killed, especially the second one, Billy's mom. She was just getting revenge for her son dying.
But who's making them think that they're that's what I'm saying. Is it Stu that's making them think this? Is he the one brainwashing them into
This person could just feel vindicated. This person could feel like these deaths need to be avenged.
But who's making them feel that?
They can think it by themselves, dude. Not everybody has to be made to think things. I think the movie Uninvited
What puts it in their head?
Bruh. I think the movie Uninvited with the cat that picks up a smaller cat is great. And guess what? Nobody put that thought in my brain.
I love that. The movie put that thought in your brain. It exists and it's great.
Exactly. So this person reading about the cat deaths, possibly maybe they're related to somebody who was killed. Maybe they're related to like Charlie or somebody. They feel that there is a wrong that needs to be righted. And they feel like a lot of bad guys do, that they're the hero in this story.
Well, it's probably Billy's mask from the original, and his daughter probably has it.
My dude. All right, I'm going to check in with the chat because I'm just not understanding anything you're saying right now. What are you drinking?
A whiskey and 7.
Oh, that's nice. All right,
whiskey, by the way.
Yeah, baby. All right, I still love you.
Want a sip of my whiskey and 7?
No, I got tea. It doesn't pair well. Didn't you pay any attention to the movie The Menu? Gotta pair things properly.
Put some whiskey in
all right,
tea.
you're getting me all frazzled. I'm talking to the chat. Okay, I think Kirby will be the Sydney of the franchise. If Nev is truly done, if Nev is willing, Kirby will die.
She'll probably die in the cold opening.
Now you're doing it on purpose.
She
Now
probably will. I don't want her to, but she probably will.
I'm not even talking to you. I'm not even talking to you. You're in timeout for a minute.
Do we know for a fact she's in this, though, right? They've, like, released her name?
Dude, yes.
Okay.
All right, let me finish talking to these people in the chat who patiently are waiting to talk to us, and you're just interrupting them with your whiskey. Okay, God, I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. He is just a sassy little
I'm
sassamafrass.
full of tacos.
Yeah, when you're full of tacos, you get extra sassy. Extra sassy.
My dad makes
It's going to
the
get
best
even worse
tacos.
tonight when we go to bed, if you know what I mean. And I think you do.
I go from sassy to gassy.
Exactly. So Jason Evans, who's patiently waiting to have his comment read, says there was a Scream 6 crossword puzzle put out by Paramount publicly. That was a hard one to say. And one of the questions was where you can worship me, and the answer is Shrine. Killjoy Jake introduced it. Ghostface cult. See, this is one thing. Craven and I and Jake, a lot of us have talked about this. How we think it is going in that direction of like a cult of Ghostface.
Who's the leader?
I mean, it could be Stu. That would be
That's what I
giving
was
us.
asking.
I think Stu would be a great leader for it, and I think Kevin Williamson has said he's dead, but he's not the one writing this. So I think it's entirely possible that it's Stu, but I also think there's a lot of people that could be. They could bring back Angela, and we don't know for sure that she was killed in part 3. It could be a lot of different people. But I am kind of on board with this idea of a cult of Ghostface. Personally would love Stu.
Movie Master says they want Clumsy Ghostface back.
My
Clumsy
dude.
Ghostface never left.
Okay. Look at this. You see where his comment is? You see where we are?
No.
Oh my God. Like, what a noob.
I'm just saying, Clumsy Ghostface never left.
A gaggle of Ghostfaces.
A gaggle of Ghostfaces.
I like that.
Or a strangle.
So brother says, I heard Stu lived, and after getting out of the penitentiary, he went to solve Ghostface mysteries with a dog and some other stoners. Dude, he did actually. He did.
Now
and he only used 10% of his power.
Now Velma's solving mysteries without a dog.
We don't talk about that.
No dog.
We don't talk about that. Maybe it's Ghostface. I hope Stu has nothing to do with it. I like the who running it. I want tacos. Go get tacos. I wanted to stop by and send hugs and greetings. I'm over to Craven's because he's celebrating 8K subscribers. I will come back and watch on replay. Awesome, dude. I want Clumsy Ghostface back. I think, some of the Ghostfaces are clumsy and some of them are, and that's okay.
Which one was never clumsy, though? They've always been.
Hello, darling.
They weren't as clumsy in the last one.
What are you talking about? I went right into that big trophy case at the in the hospital. Fell down, only lived because they had a bulletproof vest.
Hey, check it out. Bearded Entertainment became a member. Yay! You were part of the B Movie Coven, dude. That means this weekend you can come watch Terrorvision with me. It's going to be so fun.
I mean, she clumses her ass all around. She even gets caught on fire at the
All
end.
right. You're having a hard time focusing.
She's all burned up. She's like, ah!
That girl's on fire!
Exactly. She's clumsy as fuck.
Do you want to talk about Evil Dead Rise? Did you not have theories?
Theories of what?
Evil Dead Rise.
I thought we were talking about Ghostface in Scream 6.
Do you have something else you want to say about it?
I think Billy's daughter is going to get his mask at the end of this movie. I don't think she's the one who initially has it, but I think she's going to kill Ghostface, and she's going to have it after the end of this.
Okay, I was ready to move on to Evil Dead, but since you insist on talking about Scream, here's my theory. I think the last movie was from Sam's point of view because we needed to see that she was having visions, like hallucinations. We're the only ones who know that. Nobody else knows that, except for there's maybe a comment from Richie, but he's dead. So nobody knows that she's hallucinating, which if you are, suspecting everyone around you, the girl who's having hallucinations of her dead serial killer father, that's going to pop her up pretty high on your suspect list. So I think that's why she's not going to tell anybody. But I do think that information is going to come out probably towards the end of this movie. And in the next movie, I think she is going to be a prime suspect, whereas Tara is going to move into like our main final girl role. And I think they're going to try and pit sister against sister, kind of like they did at the end of Scream 5. I do think ultimately the smartest move would be to reveal that Sam is not the killer, because otherwise I don't know. I feel like it has a bad message about how, like, if you have mental health issues, then obviously you're the killer, like every 80s movie told us. I think they're going to subvert that. But, I also really just want to be surprised. I really hope not everything I'm saying right now is right. This stream doesn't have horse dong or tacos, but you can check out our review on Sorry to Bother You over on Horror Addicts, which has horse dong in it.
Yeah, we just did that, so later on, go check it out.
You want to talk about Evil Dead Rise now?
Evil Dead Rise is probably going to be the best movie. That's what I have to say about it.
Do you have anything else to say?
It's gonna be really good. Like it's gonna be like a modern day Demons too.
Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, of course I did.
So I haven't told you my theory about Evil Dead Rise.
Which one?
I got a theory that the two sisters, when they were kids, they spent summers in the Nobi cabin.
And their mom killed some people.
Well, somebody ripped off somebody's scalp because somebody
Yeah.
played the Nobi tapes, which I kind of am hoping that they're his daughters, and that's why the tapes are there. That they're his daughters, they're there for the summer, they find dad's research, they play it, and somebody gets dead-eyed and scalps get ripped off. And as we know from watching Ash versus Evil Dead, you can't just burn the Necronomicon. It doesn't really work like that. You just kind of have to keep it safe. So I think that's why it's in her storage facility, because they were able to put it away, but now she's got to kind of keep it safe. And unfortunately, her son has found it, and now deadites are happening.
So in the first original Evil Dead, if you burn it, it'll kill
True.
the Deadites.
But how cool would it be in this one? Like, especially if it ends with obviously the Deadite sister dying, and then the other sister, she could basically be the one from Evil Dead 2 that kicks ass with Ash.
Yeah.
And how cool would it be if, like, how they showed a stinger of Ash at the end of the Evil Dead remake, they show a stinger of Mia at the end of this one.
Yeah, because she's not going to be in this one.
I know, but what if there's a stinger of her?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind her coming back. That's for sure. If they make a third one.
All right. Do you have any other thoughts on this?
It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be very, very nice, very evil.
Are there any other movies you want to talk about?
Gremlins 3.
Do you have any thoughts about it?
I can't wait. Evil Dead Rise here is what I've been looking forward to this year to start my year. Like Megan was a fun surprise, but this is the movie I've been looking forward to the beginning of the year. I'm like, okay, we're gonna start off strong with Evil Dead Rise. And then, yeah, I feel like Gremlins 3 is going to be, like, hopefully, as long as things stay on track and it comes out in December like it's planned, will be the way to end the year.
Hey, Wayne Turner's here, all the way from Australia. I typed in Fremlins.
I didn't want to, like, do a bad Australian accent, so I just waited.
Don't do that, dude. Hey, where's the Gremlins 3 poster?
Maybe it went away.
I hope it's still happening.
Yeah, maybe it already got canceled or pushed back. There we go.
Dawn.
Wait, now it has a
There's
thing.
2. Okay, that's an old one.
Okay, Curse of the Mogwai.
Curse of the Mogwai. Gremlins 3, Curse of the Mogwai. What does it say from the director of West Side Story?
Yeah.
A sequel to Gremlins about a cute little creatures that transform into uncontrollable monsters.
That's because Steven Spielberg
I
recently
want some more information on this.
That's because Steven Spielberg recently did West Side Story. Like he did the remake of West Side Story.
Steven Spielberg's doing it?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's probably just produced by him. But it says from, well, I don't know. Maybe. If that's what they mean, I don't know. This could also be fake, I guess.
Alrighty. Alright. I'm quite done with this nonsense.
It wasn't called Curse of the Mogwai like a week ago.
There's also this other Gremlins animated show that's coming out this year.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see what the chat's saying.
We're getting Gremlins one way or another.
Rich, what are the new details on the Friday the 13th series? All I know about the Friday the 13th series is that they have access to all of the Jason. The Masked Jason, the Baby Jason, all the Jason, the Uber Jason. So, all is possible. All is possible. Ah! Dun, 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 dun. West Side Story remake bomb. They could have picked a better one to mention. Maybe it's the original West Side Story. I don't know. What else? So here's my goal, like my New Year's resolution for the year. I'm trying to watch at least one movie from every country that has a horror movie as possible. So, and if it sometimes movies are produced by more than one country, but I'm going to try to pick one for everyone to represent them. It's my Screams Around the World challenge. If you want to join me, I got the link in the doobly-doo. It's over on Letterboxd, and I've already watched a few. Yeah. I watched Santa Sangre. Hey!
I love that movie.
Bearded Entertainment, the brand new Gory B Movie COVEN member. Kevin Williamson is writing an episode of Crystal Lake. That is so cool. Kevin Williamson just did a new horror movie too.
What was it?
Sick.
Oh, Sick. We need to check that out.
We do.
That shit's gonna be sick, yo. Do they still say that? Is that what
I think they do.
kids still say sick?
Movie Masker says, I heard it's going to be in the tone of the Hannibal show and will be a prequel and eventually run into telling stories from the movies. Or maybe they'll play around with time a little bit. Like they can, flash forward.
If I had money, I'd go rent the cabins in Lake Wenatchee and film my own Friday the 13th movie.
That would be cool, but nobody here knows what you're talking about.
I know.
Anyway, so one of the movies I wanted to talk to you guys about, I'm going to probably do a video about it here soon, but one of the ones I want to talk to you guys about is this movie called Pussy Cake. Yeah, it's called Pussy Cake. It sounds way more raunchy than it is. Anyway, so Pussy Cake is this movie from Argentina, and this movie kicks all the butts. It takes all the butts, puts them in a line, and individually kicks them with increasing amounts of force. That's how much this movie kicks ass.
Is the band's name Pussy Cake?
The band's name is Pussy Cake, and it's kind of like the Donnas or the Ramones, where there's like everyone's last name is Cake.
Free Pussy Riot.
What?
Like the band Free Pussy Riot.
Ooh, guess what? Eric says Adrian King from the original was announced to be in several episodes.
Good.
That's cool.
I showed her, well, I didn't. My friend Ronnie showed her my movie, the fan film, Friday 13th A, and she laughed the whole time, apparently.
Rich, is it actually Baby Terminator, or did you get Lady Terminator? I have Lady Terminator, but if there's a Baby Terminator, I need this as well. Anyway, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Pussy Cake. This movie is awesome. You can rent it on Vudu or Google Play or Amazon. And it's about this all-girl band in Argentina. And the lead singer, she's come from kind of a rough background. She had a boyfriend who was really abusive, but now she's dating the drummer. Things are going great. Their band is really, really successful. And their manager kind of wants to pay it forward to an old guy she used to party with and go to his smaller club, bring their band that's blowing up, and kind of help him out a bit. Well, they get there, there's nobody in town. Then the guitarist goes off to the beach, and she just sees the whole beach is covered and people buried up to their heads in sand, which is really just cool imagery. Then to top it off, one of them grabs her and pukes like milk all over her, and she gets infected. So they get infected kind of like deadites or like zombies. They're kind of like that way. They don't talk or anything. They're all icky. But you find out that it's actually more of a science fiction reason. There was this guy who had like a Stargate. He got lost into like another dimension. His son has brought him back, but the man isn't right anymore. So he's infected with something from another planet or another dimension, and now he's spreading it everywhere. But the reason why you guys will love this movie is it is insanely gory. Like somebody gets like their stomach ripped out. It looks great. It's all practical. Really just unique story. Also one of the best LGBTQ portrayals of a relationship I've seen in a really long time, between the lead singer and the drummer. Like, you really are rooting for these two girls to make it and to be together. They're just really, really cute together. But I loved the whole band. You really like these characters. This movie does a good job of making you laugh, but also pulling at your heartstrings. It's just a really cool hidden gem. I highly recommend it to people who like Evil Dead, where you get that over-the-top gore, a little bit of humor and stuff. Also, the bad guy at the end, who's kind of the leader of all these creatures, which he gets crazier. He wants to impregnate one of them. You actually see the eggs. It's so gross. But he looks kind of like the love child of Bane and Mothra, or not Mumra from...
Mumra
from Thundercats.
Right, he looks kind of like Mumra.
From Thundercats.
Yeah, looks kind of like
his
Mumra.
cloak is Coca-Cola.
The Coca-Cola.
Anyway, you guys got to see this. It's really good. What kind of cake is it? It's Pussy Cake, brother.
The furry kind.
But yeah, it's actually not raunchy. You'd think from the name of it, it's really raunchy. It's
the
not.
Name of their band.
It's just the name of their band.
But the whole buried to their head at the beach with like zombies. That kind of sounds like a creep show with Leslie Nielsen. They had to do his birthday, remember? The zombies, he buries them up there, lets them drown. Jefferson Darcy.
And Wayne Taylor's excited about Cocaine Bear, which I'm really excited about too. That one's going to be directed by Elizabeth Banks. It's coming out soon. I will be doing a real versus real on it because I just want to bring that back. And it's super fun. So we're going to talk about the real story behind it, which is kind of sad, But I like the idea of this bear getting his day or her day. I actually don't know the gender of the bear, but a bear that's all about killing people, that's high on cocaine, and is also going after people who smell like cocaine with insane effects and everything. Just sounds really fun.
Yeah. I also know there's like a story in real life about a warthog that did something similar.
Yeah, when I did the real versus real, since the actual story is pretty short, the bear ingested a bunch of the powdery white stuff and died, which is really sad. But there's also stories of a warthog and a few other animals that have ingested the powdered sugar substance. So I'm going to talk about a lot of those in the real versus real. So stay tuned to that. I'm going to try to put some more videos out for you guys. You know, video entertainment.
I think there was also a bear that like found a marijuana field and he like ate all their food but just fell asleep.
Nice. Yeah, that would be like Ganja Bear.
Ganja.
Ganja Bear gets really, really high, eats your food, and takes a nap.
The opposite of Goldilocks. There's a bear sleeping in
A bear's like, I just want to play video games and be left alone. Oh, good stuff. Wow, really? Oda's in it? Rest in peace. Hey, Sandy Absolute's here. Nice to see ya. Yay! Lots of people hanging out with us in the Gory Hole.
Where I like to hang out. Gory Hole.
Gory Hole is a good place.
Hang out with my wang out.
You can't hang out with your wing out here. It's YouTube.
It's a gory hole. That's what you're. Never mind.
That's a different kind of hole.
The glory hole.
Yeah, you can do your own stream about that. I know a guy who has a big ass bear that was on cocaine but still living. Yeah, this bear did a lot of cocaine. But I'm really curious to see the movie. But the true story, since it's really, really not related to the movie, I think I'm going to be able to do this video before the movie comes out. So wish me luck on that. If you guys been following this channel for a while, I'm really famous for taking a long ass time to do stuff. But hopefully I do it.
Guilty of the same.
It's hard. It's hard managing your time. I've gotten the streaming schedule thing down, but the video making thing, you know, I guess got to work it all in together. How you doing?
Good. Came back from my dad's house. I made a lot of
How are those tacos?
Delicious.
You looking fly. Super
Taco
fly.
Tuesday.
What else have we been watching that we might want to talk about?
Recently?
Yeah, dude.
You're
like, I don't know. We watch a lot of stuff.
I wasn't expecting. Sorry, I'm a little underprepared.
I wasn't really expecting either. But I got all dressed up.
Yeah.
I got all dressed up, and I wasn't gonna waste it.
Sure.
Because if I actually take the time to put clothes on, you know, somebody needs to see it, or it didn't happen.
Let's see.
We just did the Strangers double feature where I was on Have Cheetah Will View, and then they came over to my channel to talk about Pray at Night. That was really fun.
Watched that Sympathy, a Clubhouse horror anthology.
That was really forgettable. I've already kind of forgotten about it.
I liked it, but I also didn't think anything blew my mind. Nothing was bad. Like, nothing needed to be skipped, but nothing was like, oh, that was so really great either. I liked the ghost one. The ghost one was cute. The guy's dead wife is like trying to kill him so they can be ghosts together.
It's messed up, dude.
It's cute.
Yeah, so
though,
there's a symphony. I also watched this movie. Oh, we watched the Baby Oopsie movies. Those were pretty good, actually.
The first one especially.
Baby Oopsie movie was surprisingly good.
One that came out in 2021. But then they had two movies come out last year in 2022, and they should have just been one movie because they were both under an hour long, and they weren't.
Yeah,
they're not that good by themselves. Together, they're okay. They
should have edited them down and made them one movie so that we just have two Baby Oopsie movies instead of three. I do think the first one's surprisingly good, just really good character development and such.
Way more character driven than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Usually those demonic toys movies and stuff are just like, hey, there's evil dolls and now they're killing people. This one was like a very slow burn, and then you get your kind of cheesy, you know, baby doll killing people gore at the end, but it was very well made.
I also watched a movie called Incantation. Because I heard there's people doing TikTok challenges and stuff. This movie straight up tells you to throw up all these hand signal signs It's this. She's doing it right there. You do it like, you gotta make your fingers touch like that. Like that. That's how you do it. So she makes you do this symbol and she makes you say this chant so that you can keep yourself blessed because the actual movie itself is cursed. And this one also claims to be based on a true story. I might do a real versus real on this. The true story is like this family all like killed themselves horribly because they believed that they had like this curse. Essentially, it goes back and forth. So there's this woman who, like, there's the main story where this woman who had her daughter taken away has gotten custody of her again. It goes back in time to when her and her boyfriend went to go visit his family because they had a ghost hunting show, and his family has this like cursed tunnel that you can't go into, or all these horrible things will happen to you. But they keep it all boarded up and stuff. And then there's the main one where she's talking directly to the audience and she's saying the movie you're watching is cursed and that you need to protect yourself, and she's trying to help you. So as it goes on, did you do it?
I don't know.
As it
I'm
goes
listening.
as it goes on, weirder and weirder things keep happening. She initially tells herself that it was all in her head. She was sick, but she's better now. But weird stuff's happening, and she's trying to protect her daughter. And then eventually, she comes to the conclusion that no, she wasn't wrong. There really is something supernatural coming for her. And as you go into the backstory, the family is really, really creepy. They're always doing this chanting thing. They tell you to give up your name. It's really creepy. But what this movie does really well is it kind of breaks that fourth wall. So you feel like if you continue watching this, you just might get cursed. If you're really superstitious, this is going to really get under your skin. I'm superstitious to the point that I didn't do the hand signals, repeat the chant, or read it. I actually looked away from the screen because it said even if you read it in your head, you'd get cursed. Dude, you're gonna get us in so much trouble. We're gonna have like people showing up on our door. West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast.
All right, knock it off. Anyway, it actually was pretty scary. I think especially if you have that fear of like lots of holes.
Yeah.
There's a word for it, but if you have that fear of that's pretty scary. You should watch it.
Yeah, I will watch it.
It's really good.
When I first started as a wrestler, we were in a group called High Risk Wrestling, and we'd like invaded another one where we're High Risk Wrestling. So we'd go, we're high risk.
I'm glad you shared that story.
Yeah, I haven't really done hand gestures since then, though. That's my gangster life.
Anyway, so back to talking about horror movies. I'm so glad you shared that story with us. It was an important story. Now everyone knows.
Now it's out there. And
someone's probably writing the novelization of the whole stream and that story right now. Yeah. So let's see. I think everyone's kind of going over to watch Craven's stream. I might go do that in a little bit too. Num num num. Stream for a little bit longer. If you're still watching and you have questions or anything you want to talk about before we go, we're gonna wrap this up here real quick. But we got time for one more thing. Is there something you want to talk about, Dan? Related to horror movies?
No.
What's coming out of the theater?
I'd have no idea between now and Evil Dead Rise.
You still need to see Hatching too. That one's got really good creature effects. We did finally see Pray for the Devil. Wasn't impressed. What is coming out of the movie theater? We should go see a movie, right?
Is there anything playing right now?
I don't know. Make them watch us, like, figure out, hey, yeah, Megan's still playing. Oh, there's that Skimmery Dink movie. Have you heard about that? So I saw that Lee wasn't a big fan. I didn't watch this video because I don't want to be spoiled. But, dude.
Is that a horror movie?
Yeah, it's a horror movie. I don't know if it's out. So I think essentially what it's about is this kid wakes up in his house and all the doors and windows are gone and he's trapped in there and he has to find a way out. I think there's something about like an abusive like father or something.
Yeah.
That sounds really scary, but I think Lee's Drum Dum said it wasn't very good. I don't know. I still want to see it though. Mr. Flickster says, what about Saw 10? Are you excited for that?
No.
I need more information. I know they got Shawnee Smith back and Tobin Bell.
Is Chris Rock coming back?
Nah, dude. I think it's like a prequel.
Because I kind of wanted to see what
We're
ended.
still gonna see it though, right?
Well, of course. I mean,
What is this one?
I don't
The
ever.
Devil Conspiracy. What's that?
I don't know, but we watched Pray for the Devil recently, and that was boring.
It was really bland. All right, what's playing over at this cinema?
Avatar.
Hey, Jurassic Park.
Fuck yeah, Jurassic Park.
The menu's still out. That's good. The menu was really good. Yeah, we'll probably have to wait a while for something new to come out of the cinema. Well, whatever happened to the new Movie Pass, dude? I have no idea.
Oh yeah, we used to have Movie Pass, and I use that almost every day.
They supposedly were bringing it back, but never heard anything.
Then it got to like where you can only use it once a week, but then it just went out of business. I don't know how they were ever making any money, or they planned to make money off of it. But we used to have it, and I used to use it.
It was awesome when it was like first started.
I was seeing movies that I didn't like, but I didn't care because I had a Movie Pass. I saw like a movie almost every day when I got a chance.
You want some of this tea?
Is it Irish?
Nah, dude. It's PG tips. You want some or not?
No, I just want to know if there's
Oh
alcohol
my
in it.
gosh. No, there's not.
We could jump on the horror addicts and give them that review of Megan and I owe them and you.
Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah. Oh, what about a drive in the Mach-E? I would love to drive in the Mach-E. So Sigma has a brand new Mach-E. It finally arrived. A Mach-E, if you're like me, you don't know much about cars, it's kind of like a Tesla from Mustang, which makes it even better because no Elon Musk involvement. Anyway, he's got a whole channel about it called the Mach-E Connection. If you go to my featured channels where it says My Favorite Weirdos, you'll find a link to that. Check it out, you know?
And, Mustang, so it's like a Tesla that's jacked.
Yeah. Ugh. Dude, that was super manly. Look at you and your guns. Right. Free gun show, guys. You're welcome. What did Brother have to say? Skimmerink is the beginning of a precious child's song. Yeah, the skimmerink-y-dinky-doo, skimmerink-y-doo. I love you.
I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I think I mixed
And
those
in the
up.
month of June.
Yeah, those two.
Skimmerink-y-dinky-doo.
Did anybody else ever watch that elephant show?
What elephant show?
There was this weird elephant show on Nickelodeon. That's where I know that song from because this like person in an elephant costume and then all these other people run around and did kids programming stuff together like cartoons and puppets and stuff.
I remember that.
It's like the elephant show. I don't know.
We should do a stream of somehow. We're talking about like old kid shows or something. That'd be cool.
Oh, some of them are nice.
Anyway,
so that would be good.
I gotta see what Brother has to say. Say it ain't so. It's a horror movie. First Winnie the Pooh, now this. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up for you guys. It sounded kind of cool. Like Craven got me kind of excited about it. I don't know how to spell it. Let me see. Skinna Mar Inc. Yeah. So what does it say? 2 children wake up in the middle of the night to find their father is missing and all the doors and windows of their home have vanished. Like, it sounds cool. And some people really liked it. Slasher Reviews liked it. Huh. I'm gonna give it a chance.
Let's check it out.
It sounds creepy. It sounds like it's one of those things that like a lot of people don't like paranormal stuff. I have a question for you guys. Is there a subgenre of horror that you absolutely do not like?
I want to say, when it comes to found footage paranormal movies like this, sometimes they're not necessarily ghosts.
I don't know if it's found footage, but it looks like it is.
I know, that cover makes me think it is. When sometimes it's a found footage, and it's usually about a ghost, or an alien, or a Bigfoot. If I don't get a payoff in the end, then I'm really pissed. That's what I'm going to say.
I agree. I think sometimes, honestly, I guess my one that I'm most skeptical about is Creature Features, but I've talked about it a lot, because a lot of them, like the animal attacks movies, a lot of them will not give a good enough reason for why an animal's doing something, and typically animals don't attack without a dang good reason, like wolves and stuff, and because of movies like Jaws, a lot of animals have been exterminated, so those movies sometimes rub me the wrong way.
One of them rubbed me that way, but I kind of like it because of the title itself, Catfish. It wasn't really a horror movie, but we thought it was. We thought it was.
They marketed it like it was, though, didn't they?
And we were like, oh, whoa, this is intense. Where's this going? This is kind of creepy. And then you find out it's not a horror movie, but I guess since the movie's called Catfish, I think it's kind of appropriate.
Look, my own brother doesn't like me.
I like the movie Catfish.
He doesn't like gory horror. They are gory just to be gory. I am gory just to be gory. No, he's talking about gory horror movies. There are a lot. I don't think you would like Terrifier. Those movies are insanely gory, but It's fun. If I know that sounds weird, especially if you're not into that, but it's kind of like a fun gore.
Yeah, it's very
Like
cartoony.
it's kind of like seeing what we can do. It's almost like Looney Tunes level gore.
Live action, itchy and scratchy, basically.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I like gore. I don't like movies that are unnecessarily gross just to be gross. I saw one movie called Night of Something Strange.
No, the weird rape shit.
Oh
Zombies.
my gosh, the zombies were also really, really like horny. So they
rapey.
would.
There's a lot of shit, like
Yeah.
actual poop.
Yeah, so they would rape people. You see them taking a shit. One of them eats a tampon. I was just like, that for me was too much. I was just like, you're being gross just to be gross. It's nothing to do with the plot. It wasn't fun to watch. I really hated that. But you know, a lot of people liked that movie, so that's just my opinion.
I love Joe Lynch, but his little poop segment on Chillerama.
Yeah, you know what? Poop in general in movies, I just not into.
It takes a lot for me to think poop is necessary to be in the movie. Sometimes there is. Sometimes there's a funny thing you can do with it, but
the poop golem in a Dogma was funny.
It's just when sometimes it's just too much poop just for the sake of poop.
Yeah,
like
generally in my
gross
horror
for
movies.
The sake of gross, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. All right. The drive-in is no longer open. They closed quite a while ago, which is a bummer because it's still there, but now it's an RV park.
Yeah, another storage unit.
But there are drive-ins in the state and in Oregon, and that's a great excuse for a road trip.
Yeah, we should go take
There's a great one that has like bumper cars and stuff up north. So
that was my question on Zigma's video on his Maki channel. I'm like, but would it be a good car to watch a horror movie at a drive-in? Yeah. He said yes because there's this awesome roof and he showed me pictures.
That's cool. Yeah, we know there's actually a website that shows you all the drive-ins in the country. So yeah, it'd be an awesome idea for a road trip. Nice to see Katie here from Popping the Popcorn. Have I seen Strawberry Mansion? No, I haven't. That reminds me though, just the idea of the mansion. Another one I'm looking forward to. You know Chris Stuckman, who does the movie reviews. His movie I think is coming out this year, so that's pretty cool. Okay. His is like a paranormal found footage thing. It's called Shelby Oaks. And I think it's kind of based on like a real urban legend, but he was working really hard on it and he didn't want to just kind of phone in like the effects and stuff. So he tried to do it with his own money that he had. And then he did a Kickstarter and actually ended up being the most successful Kickstarter of all time to profit a movie. So I think it's going to be really great.
A lot of those movies are good, but some of them, like so many of those ones, like I said, have burned me with no payoff at all. It's like I just sat through this jumbled mess of footage and I didn't get the alien, I didn't get the Bigfoot, I didn't get anything I was promised.
Well, here's the thing about Shelby Oaks is Chris Stuckman's been reviewing movies for over a decade now, and he has a pretty good understanding of what audiences want. He's a fan himself, so I don't think he's going to do anything like that. And the fact that he wanted more money for effects so that they didn't suck tells me that he is going to show some stuff. What it says here is a paranormal paranoids, a group of paranormal investigators uncover a dark legacy and their far-reaching effects their investigation has as Mia searches for her sister Riley. The lead investigator 12 years later is okay, that's right. As Mia uncovers new and disturbing leads related to Riley's disappearance, she uncovers evidence of a hidden supernatural evil dating all the way back to her and Riley's childhood. So it's kind of almost sounds kind of Evil Dead-ish.
Yeah, found footage Evil Dead. I don't know. I'm down for it.
I'm down. All right, let's see what's going on with the chat. So Zigma says he won't even give Human Centipede a chance. Honestly, I think the first one actually is a really good movie. It doesn't show you hardly anything, and it's suspenseful, and I actually like it. 2 is way too much to me. That one I think is gross just to be gross, and 3 is not gross, but it's really obnoxious because the guy's just screaming nonstop.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend 2 to 3 to him. He might actually, if he gave
my brother couldn't handle it.
But he says he hates poo and he hates centipedes. That's his other comment. So
honestly, I think you made the right choice because I don't think you would like any of them anyway.
Yeah.
But you should watch Sorry to Bother You. I do think you'll like that.
Horse dogs.
And Mr. Flickster won't watch Human Centipedes. I hate poo and I hate centipedes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Make that a shirt. I actually did take your advice and watched Curse of Chucky. I thought it was really good. The kills were great, and I like the setting, the way it was shot. Honestly, I think Curse of Chucky is in my top 3 Child's Play movies for sure. I would absolutely. I wish they had released it theatrically because it's really good. It's got so much atmosphere, and it's a bummer that they, Universal didn't really trust Mancini as much after Seed of Chucky. So they're like, well, you're going to get it direct to video. Don't you dare mention Glenn or Glenda. Here are your parameters to work in. We'll still let you do it, but you're going to do this direct to video. And the movie did really, really well. At the time, it was the highest rated Chucky movie. So yeah, and then they still didn't do Trust Them Again with Cult of Chucky, which is a bummer. But Chucky, I mean, it continues to defy expectations. And usually when a movie goes direct to video, that's the kiss of death. Look at Hellraiser, you know? And Chucky got better. Chucky got more successful. Chucky got higher ratings. Chucky made more money. A lot of times when they go to a series, they might still be good and highly rated by critics. But unfortunately, with ones like Exorcist and, The Omen and stuff, a lot of times people don't watch them and they get canceled. Chucky has been so successful, it just got renewed for a season 3.
No, I think Curse of Chucky was probably the scariest, creepiest one since the original.
I agree. It was a total throwback to the original. And that's what's awesome about Don Mancini is he listens to the fans. So he doesn't pander to the fans. I mean, he's still always going to try and tell a unique story, but he listens and he's like, okay, I went too far with the comedy on the last one. Let's dial it back. Let's do a throwback. Let's make Chucky scary again. And he still did it in a new and unique way. He's an artist and he's somebody who's passionate about these stories. And I wish a lot of people who created these franchises were as passionate about the things they created. But there's so many of them, like John Carpenter, where they're just like, I already made that movie. Stop asking me to make it again. And that's fair enough. But it is really cool to see somebody who wrote this movie back in the 80s and is still as excited about telling new stories in this world as he was when he first got inspired to write it.
Yeah. And that's another reason why I love Adam Green, because he's very passionate about Hatchet. He wants to be a part of it. He directed 3 out of the 4 of them. He didn't direct part 3, but he still was a big part of it. He produced it, and he produced it. He wants to always be a part of his franchise. He was always hoping to have his own franchise because he's such a fan of Chucky and Freddy and Jason and Michael and all that stuff. But he was like someone wants to, stay with his baby. And I always appreciate when a director like that creates something and then wants to stick around with it.
That's how I see it. I see it as like a baby. And Don Mancini, he created this baby and he has lovingly raised it and given it new experiences. And he is still as passionate about, raising this franchise as he was when he first started. Whereas a lot of them, will start it and then they almost kind of leave it off at the fire's house. Like somebody else take it. And unfortunately, like Halloween with Michael Myers, that baby bounces around from some pretty weird foster homes. I still love all of them, but I can't deny that some of them are weird.
Yeah, and same goes for Raimi and the Evil Dead thing. Like, even though he didn't direct every episode of the new Evil Dead show that was out, him and Bruce are very hands-on when there's anything Evil Dead related. They even got like a remake to be stopped so they could remake it. They're like, someone's gonna eventually remake this. Let's make it so we can at least still have some say in what's going on with this.
And a lot of people, I'm seeing this argument coming up again. A lot of people are like, hey, you all liked Megan. Why didn't you like the Child's Play remake? It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with the story. One, the story was just the people who made the Child's Play remake, they had the right to the first movie. But they had no respect for the fact that Don Mancini was still actively making Child's Play sequels. He was actively working in this world. He was working on the series, like, when it came out. That's completely and totally disrespectful. Had that movie been successful, it's highly likely that the series would have been canceled and these guys would have been given the reins to the franchise that Don Mancini has been working on passionately for decades now. That sucks. That sucks for Jennifer Tilly, for Brad Dourif, for all these people who worked hard building this franchise. To threaten that is so soulless. It's a money decision. It's not a creative decision. It's not considering the artists involved at all. And that's why people, at least me anyway, hated that movie. It's a competently made film. It has a good score. It has good acting in it, but it is soulless. And on principle alone, I am glad that it failed. The other thing they were worried about is if it failed too hard, then again, they might pull the series because they might think, well,
the property isn't, the IP itself isn't worth anything.
It isn't worth anything. The fact that they did this and they jeopardized so many people's futures without any kind of consideration, they offered Don Mancini a producer credit, and he's like, fuck you.
Well, they have
You're potentially ruining my livelihood.
Yeah, I think
we are so lucky to have Don Mancini actively working on this franchise, and the fact that any studio would threaten that, it's just such an ugly thing.
Yeah,
So it's nothing like Megan at all. The other thing too is they're like, well, since we don't have all the rights to Chucky stuff, we're going to make it this buddy doll and we're going to make it AI and we're going to do all of these things. If you're going to make it that different, why does it still have to be Chucky? Now, if they wanted to, I guess maybe they were inspired to tell their own Chucky story. Then what they could have done is done Buddy, a Child's Play story, not named the doll Chucky because it's completely different than Chucky from its creation to its personality. And then you're clearly establishing that it's a separate thing from Chucky, and it wouldn't have threatened that franchise. They could have even gone off in their own direction. They could have made one about the bear. They could have, basically done like a AI toys series, because they were so greedy for everything that Don Mancini has earned. They fell on their faces, and honestly, they deserved it.
Yeah, I don't blame them from turning down that producer's credit. That's just kind of how it is. They like have to, I think, legally offer him one they probably wouldn't have otherwise. Like Will Smith gets a producer's credit for Cobra Kai. It has nothing to do with it. It just he bought the rights to Karate Kid a long time ago when he made that remake himself, so he owns the rights and therefore he gets a producer's credit no matter what.
But hopefully that doesn't happen again. And I'm really excited because Chucky is right now more successful than it's ever been. I'm a massive Chucky fan. Oh, yeah. And I'm so happy because next year, we always get excited. We got married October 13th. When it ends up being a Friday the 13th, it's extra special. This year it's going to be. And we're going to go to Hollywood Horror Nights, and they're going to have a Chucky maze for the first time in a long time. So I am so excited. I was stoked last year for Killer Clowns. I think that's the one I'm really going to be excited for this year.
Yeah. And we're also going to take our boy Lols to Nintendo Land.
Yes. Yeah, he's so excited. God, that was announced ages ago.
Yeah, like 8 years ago.
So
I finally got it done.
Checking in with the chat, the way they incorporated the Child's Play timeline was okay, but Miss Tilly made it really official. Yeah, I think that's a video I've been working on for a while here, just why the Child's Play franchise is so special. Like the throwbacks to things that we've previously seen, the fact that the timeline all adds up. The producers actually wanted to cut out Kyle's scene at the end of Curse, that was going to set up Cult. And it's because they'd been filming late into the night and it was freezing cold. And Don Mancini said, you guys just don't get it. Like, yeah, I know it's a less than a minute scene, but he's like, the fans will love this. Yeah. They want to see her. And he's like, on top of that, she flew all the way up to Canada from California. She's waiting outside. We're going to do this. Yeah. He respects his actors. He respects his fans. He's just a great, great artist. And as long as the Chucky franchise is still being worked on by him, I'm always going to be excited about the next installment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's been completely perfect out of all of his decisions he's made, but I like the fact that he does take like risks and he does what he wants and what he feels is right. He's not always just, like you said, catering to things. He's trying to tell a good story that he enjoys.
A lot of these creators, the reason they don't want to make a sequel is because they don't want to make the same movie twice. Don Mancini has found a way to do that, and he takes really big swings, and they don't work. That's what happens when you take a big swing. When you take a risk, you risk falling on your face. Yeah. But I respect that these are always risks he makes in the effort to tell a good story. He's not looking at an algorithm that tells him how to make money. He's like, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? He's just that excited. And yeah, I wasn't as crazy about Seed of Chucky. And I agree with Mr. Flickster that season 2 wasn't as good as season 1, but it was still a lot of fun. I love that he takes these big swings and these big risks, because when you do that and it hits, it's something magical. It's something special. You're like, wow, I've never seen that before.
And he finds ways to bring you back, even if he's killed you or whatever. Like Devon Sawa, he's killed him 3 times now.
He loves Devon Sawa.
But, if like Jennifer Tilly is killed because she's Jennifer Tilly, doesn't mean that she's not on the show anymore, because, they find things. They find things to do things to bring people back, even if they've killed them one way or another. Chucky's been killed like 30 times. He's still running around.
Cosmic Urgency, I just turned up the audio. Let me know if that's helped at all. I just turned it up a lot. So hopefully that works. If it's still too low, let me know. Hopefully it's not too loud now. Checking in with you guys. Drive-in movies remind me of the movie The Car. I saw that as a kid in the drive-in. We had a great drive-in here. I saw so many awesome movies there. It's a real bummer that it's not here anymore. But we do go out of our way to go on road trips to the ones that are still up, and it's still really fun.
When we first started dating, we saw lots of movies together there. And I used to live there.
Yeah, there was an apartment above it that you lived in.
Yeah, my dad was the manager of the theater that owned the drive-in, so I saw so many movies when I was little for free because my dad worked with one and we lived on the other.
Sandy said, I really enjoyed found footage horror. If the actors and the story is good, the Shelby Oaks movie might be cool. I really trust Chris Stuckman, so I think it's going to be good. Guys, let me know how the audio is, if it's loud enough for you, because now I'm worried. Yeah, Curse did have great atmosphere. I would love to see one of them in the theaters. Yeah, that's the only thing I miss is I would love to see Chucky in the cinema again.
Big screen.
I know when Don Mancini, after Seed, he worked on Hannibal, the TV series, for a bit, and he worked on Channel Zero, and he really liked working on a series. And I think it's awesome, and he's doing a great job. I'm excited for season 3, but I do hope that eventually we get another movie, just because I'd love to see Chucky on the big screen.
Yeah.
Did you say there's more than one Human Centipede movie? There actually is 3, and another one on the way called, what was it? The Human Caterpillar. Mm-hmm. They don't have arms or legs. It's pretty bad. It was introduced in part 3. Don't watch them.
I mean, remove their limbs and then tie
for if you enjoy them, butts. That's cool. I'm just saying. I know Zigma, you wouldn't enjoy these. Yeah.
The second one, like they're stapled together. The third one, they're like given bags, like closter-free bags or whatever. I don't know. It's just weird.
They should make one where Tiffany's the main character. I think that would be really cool.
Oh yeah, it's a Tiffany movie.
I'll watch anything with Jennifer Tilly, especially wearing tight clothes. Respectfully, of course. Yeah, have you seen Bound? Jennifer Tilly can still get it, too. Like, no joke. Nice to see you here, Jamie. It's always nice to see you here. And she says it sounds good. That's good. Yeah. Something like that, but I'm not sure I'm misquoting. Meg Tilly was great, and Body Snatchers. Yeah, there was that Body Snatchers remake. I really love the Body Snatcher movies. It's something I might need to tackle eventually. She plays, like, I think it's the stepmom in the one that came out in the 90s. Mm-hmm. And, the iconic scene that Donald Sutherland does at the end of the 70s one. She did it really well. Not enough people have seen that one. It's really, really good.
It's a little unsung.
It is totes unsung.
It's like one of those things where I didn't really feel like the 70s movie needed a remake, but at the same time I was like, it's a pretty good remake.
But it's not a remake of the 70s one. It was a new one. So you have the original one that was in the 50s. Yeah. Then they did one in the 70s, and they even had the guy who was the main star of that one towards the end of the movie. But the 70s one's completely different than the 50s one. True. The Pod People. And then the 90s one's on a military base. And what I really loved about that is I grew up on a military base, and it's just a very different childhood. I have no idea what your guys' childhoods were like, because I grew up on a military base, which it's just a different kind of thing. You get really used to. I mean, I lived on an Air Force base, so just planes all the time.
A U.S. Air Force base that wasn't in the U.S.
I was on RAF, Rural Air Force bases. But yeah, the way military people are, like, someone complained recently, I remember in a review about Shadow of the Cloud, I'm like, have you not been around military people? Military people swear a lot. Grew up around military people. They swear a lot. But the other cool thing is we lived in like a family area. So long as we came in when the streetlights were off, we kind of could do whatever we wanted, because what trouble are we going to get into? There's, the area's fenced off and there's armed guards. So what trouble are we going to get into? And so, like, where we lived, it was called New Caversfield, but it's because old Caversfield was burned down. And, we'd go over there. There's like a wooded area. There's just all these cool places where we'd have adventures and such. But yeah, it was really cool. Different. Like, we only had one little store that was a video store and a grocery store and everything else store, but you had to be 10 years old to go there. Just a different kind of childhoods. Like, we'd always have to be like bribing the older kids, like, hey, I need some bubble tape. I'll buy you a bubble tape if you take me. What's up? I got ice cream money.
Bubble tape. Whole foot full
You're like
of fun.
bribing my babysitter. Like, hey, what's up? You want a little extra money? Just had a birthday. Sigma knows what's up. I like how season 2 explained the end of Seed. I do, and I'm excited for season 3. I also like that season 2 was totally different. It's in this like Catholic boarding home school place, which was different, something we hadn't seen before.
Ray grew up basically.
Yeah, and I know season 3 he's gonna do something different too. I'm really excited to see where it goes. In season 2, why did the twins go into the same doll? One was fine as a person. Because, I think they explained it in season 2 with Glenn and Glenda, is they're always saying that they don't feel like a full person, and it's because they're not.
Yeah, they always feel like they're a person.
they feel like they're half a person. That's why they're always together, because the other one is their missing half, and that's something that's made them unhappy. They also both have a lot of flashbacks and stuff, and the reason I think they want to go on the same doll is they want to be together again. Plus, one of them was dying, and because they are the same person, I think the other one would have probably died of a broken heart. People who are not the same person have that problem. Johnny Cash had the problem when his wife died. Some people just cannot survive losing a loved one. If this loved one was literally the other half of your soul, I don't think they would make it. So I think that's why they chose to go into the doll together. And honestly, when we see Glenn in the show again, they seem happier than they've ever been. Yeah. They're going to go travel and do all these exciting things. So I think that's why.
Glenn deserves a happy ending.
We all deserve happy endings, if you know what I mean.
But I'll bump.
This show gets pervy. All right, anything else you want to talk about?
I'm good.
We had a good talk, dude.
Yeah.
Good talk. Now there's a good awkward silence. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us. My brother Zygma is truly the best brother ever, because he doesn't even like horror movies and he still watches all my streams, and he's just the best. He's my best friend. I love him. Nice to see Katie here. A lot of new friends. It's so wonderful that you guys come here and support me. Like Brother of a Certain Age and Mr. Flickster and Sandy Absolute. It's always awesome to see familiar faces. Like Jamie Hart. You guys are awesome, and I love hanging out with you guys. Hope to hang out with you again very soon. I know for certain, because I always stream Sundays. So if you don't know where I'm streaming, hey, it's going to be on a Sunday at the very least, if there's not another one. So this coming Sunday, I will be doing a fight night of Universal Monsters with my buddy, The Bearded Entertainment, and my other buddy, Late Late Horror Show. And you, if you want to come. And who knows, I might do a Witch's Brew or something before then. Like this one just came out of nowhere. Hey, there's my mummy. Mummy B Movie. She's the best. That's my mummy. And you get a happy ending, and you get a happy ending. Brother, I just dig you. You're awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah. Are you done streaming now?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to do another one? Oh, you mean like done?
No.
Like, am I fine going onto your channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Let's do it.
Okay. So I guess we're not done. We're going to head over to Horror Addicts, and we're going to review Megan, which we were going to do earlier this week, but we just had a lot going on, and you guys, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Anyway, we're going to do it for you now. Give us like 15 minutes. Meet us over on Horror Addicts. If you don't know how to find it, it's at Horror Addicts TV on YouTube.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
And until we meet again, blessed be.